Shalom, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahweh
Shai,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash. I would like to give double honors to the elders and to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who do rule well, and the salutation of the hope for elect. It's the brother Damawa with the brother
Namu Allah.
all right, and we're just servants here in the GMS Cleveland branch, all right, with just a quick impromptu lesson, all right. Me and the brother actually listened to the same video at separate times today, and the Spirit just had me to, say we ought to speak on it. All right, so with no further ado, you had anything you want to add real quick?
No, I just, the spirit is heavy right now, and a lot of this information is coming out. What we're about to listen to is just kind of letting you know, giving you a real clear understanding that America is in trouble, and you people out there that believe that your cruel Lord is actually making headway over there in the so-called Middle East, you're about to find out that this is not the case. And as the days go on, we're going to show you, or the Lord's going to show you, that this devil is not in charge no more. He's slowly being removed. But go ahead and play the video, brother.
Come.
Well, personally, I don't care if he's dead or alive. The problem is not Netanyahu, it's Zionism, ethno-supremacism, and this genocidal mentality that exists among the majority of the Zionists in Palestine. The polls show that, and their attitudes towards Palestinian children and Palestinians in general. But what is interesting is that regardless of his fate, Netanyahu is always hiding. He's either on the plane or in the bunker. But look at the Friday on the Quds Day, the day for Palestine, where the Americans bombed the Iranian demonstrators in Tehran. They existed. The demonstrations were being carried out across the country. But in Iran, in Tehran, you saw the president, Dr. Larijani, the head of the judiciary, the foreign minister, and other senior officials all on the streets without any significant protection, under missile fire among the people. And then the U.S. Secretary of War says they're all in hiding, but they're all on the streets.
He called them rats, Professor.
Whereas, he called them rats. Well, they're sick racists. In general, these people are sick. They're evil. And that's why they support genocide, the ongoing genocide in Gaza. That's why Western journalists in Beirut, in their reports, they write Israel is bombing Hezbollah strongholds. Like they bring down apartment blocks full of families, and they say it. And even though they know they're lying, these journalists, because they have fixers, they have drivers, they're Lebanese from these neighborhoods, they have producers, but they say it because they have to write in a way which their Epstein class owners feel satisfied. So, they're rats and Trump, I forgot to say this. Trump spoke about how Iranians are intelligent, whereas just a couple of days earlier, or a day earlier maybe, he said there's something wrong with their genes on an interview.
We can pause it right there.
Yeah. a lot of things being said there, And one thing you can hear is the world does not align with this war. The world is not feeling the Zionist movement. As a matter of fact, there's an uprising going on over there in Tel Aviv right now. Okay? And it's the spirit, because those people were just celebrating, okay, how Palestine was getting bombed, and seeing how Iran, getting bombed and feeling all confident, and now their asses is panicking, okay, because they can't get out the country and leave, because Tel Aviv is basically a sore spot now. That Iron Dome ain't blocking shit, Go ahead, brother.
Come.
Devils, man.
I mean, like the brother You was on point, all right? And basically what as you heard in the clip, all right, these people have a shameful spirit, man, on their glory, all right? Because it was a part of their glory, all right, to say that we're going to create what? The greater Israel, all right? Let's not forget that that's what's on their hearts. That's what's on their plans, all right? As the scripture says, matter of fact, let me see if I can grab that real quick. That their houses should continue forever. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, because that's an Edomite spirit. Okay, they you know what, that made me think of this one too. Why you getting that one? Because this place, you got it. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 49 and 11. It says their inward thought is that their houses should continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. All right? And that's basically going into how these goddamn devils, man, the so-called Edomites, man, the so-called white man, right? How they have conquered the whole earth, all right, as we know it here today, all right, with these names of these continents, such as Africa, all right, such as America, all right, and every street and city that they have named after themselves, all right, it all basically goes into what? Them thinking that they're going to rule forever, right? Them thinking that nobody is ever going to question or test their might.
Yeah, and that's a prideful spirit, because that's why the scriptures tell you that the Most High is not in their thoughts. Because if the Lord was in their thoughts, they wouldn't have that type of lofty, just the thought of I'm never gonna be touched. And you just grab that one too. That they don't think they're gonna get in trouble. I forgot
what they in trouble?
They are not as trouble as
like
other
other
people.
men.
Yeah, let me get this real quick. This is Isaiah chapter 47 and 1. It says, "Come down, sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." That dust represents confusion. And you can see the confusion is starting to spread amongst the military. You got people, you got Air Force pilots that's choosing to go to jail, bro, instead of going and flying over Gaza, okay, to bring more weapons to Israel to inflict more pain over in their area. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." The whole America is great. The whole America's untouchable. That shit is over with. It's gonna be a slow, meticulous process of this place coming down. And the media is not going to be able to hide it, okay? Because the media here is paid off by the Chaldeans, which is the bankers, okay? Your modern day bankers or whatever. But at the end of the day, the Lord is going to show the true intent of this devil, and it's being shown in this war right here. It's not working out for these motherfuckers. Go ahead.
This Psalm 73, and we're gonna start at verse 3. It says, "For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked." All right. And this is why so-called Jakes, all right, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, all right, you have likened yourself, all right, to put on that Edomite spirit and pride, and now you did some foolishness, all right. One of the examples is what? By joining their army. Okay. One to get a scat pack, one to get a Hellcat, all right. Envying the wicked, right? Verse 4 says, "For there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm." Right, man? Because again, that's why it's easy for our people to believe that the so-called white man is benevolent, right? It's easy to believe that these people are the people of the Lord because of one, this nigga lied about it, cover up the faces thereof of the judges, all right? But more than anything, we don't see nothing ever happening to this devil. We don't see no justice never slated right to the so-called white man. It was little skirmishes here and there, all right, that the Lord allowed our people to get the victory over, all right, but for the overall domination over the planet Earth, the white man has been the one conquering everybody, right?
Yeah.
Verse 5, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men, all right? And that was the main point, okay?
Right.
Because these goddamn devils is just now starting to receive, all right, what us, all right, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, all right, been have to deal with for the last couple hundreds of years, all right? And that's working hardest, right, working the longest, okay, to receive the smallest benefits, all right? And now these people are starting to get in that same boat, and they can't take it. All these Americans over here, Trailer Park, Six Pack Joe, all right, they're starting to complain, okay? And they're starting to look at, hey, so brother, it should be us against them. No, man, hell no, man, because when it was a benefit to call yourself white, right, when it was a benefit in redlining, right, when it was a benefit for the Indian grab, right, for the 5 cent land grab, right, they didn't bitch about it then, all right, but now it's an issue being the so-called white man, okay, and now they want to blend themselves in with everybody else. You got it.
And that's a great point, brother, because at the end of the day, now that Esau is being exposed, and I got something to back that up. The table's about to turn on him. It's like he just said, hey, America is about to be fucking destroyed, bro. You people that's walking around here still putting your trust in Egypt, the scriptures say, woe unto you that put your trust in Egypt, that go down to Egypt for help. We're seeing right before our eyes, Egypt is being made a fool of. Egypt is a laughing stock, all right? The Donald Trump quoted as saying the Iranians are intelligent, and the fact of the matter is, it looks like they are, because they're outwitting the media. They're outwitting the military. You got these damn Iranians using weapons from that's like expired and shit. Weapons that's not even. They haven't even used their new stuff yet. But America's using their new stuff. You see? And again, it's just going to show, okay, how this devil has really lost his focus, He's just being exposed day by day. This is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. It says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. Okay, you're a people before your place. So this is applying to the damn Edomites right now here in America, really the top elites. Because what you normal, like you just said, Six Pack Joe, the Amalekites don't give a fuck about you neither. Okay? Those Zionists over there, they don't give a fuck about your daughters and your sons going to die for them. You see? It says, the cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken. Drunken off what? The same doctrine, the same influences that they done put all over the world. That same shit is now coming back on them. And their children are now drug addicts. Their children are now the lowest of the lowest. Their children want to be hoes, and their sons want to be thugs and shit, right? Because that's Esau's wine. We drunk off of it. Now y'all got this.
Oh,
y'all
bro,
gonna
that
drink
is
this
crazy.
shit.
I'm sitting right here holding that.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It says, and shall make thyself naked. Naked what? You're exposed, Esau. Your wickedness has been exposed. You see? That's why it says at the beginning, rejoice. Go ahead and live it up. You might as well. That's what your intent was when you went over and invaded Venezuela. When you're talking about taking over Cuba, right? What's that scripture that say he oppresses a man in his heritage?
Yeah, a man in the house, a man in his heritage.
That's all you motherfuckers do. It says, verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. See, game is over for us pretty much. We just got to endure because we still got to witness and be a part of the destruction of America. And then deliverance is going to come to the elect. All right? So all you niggers that continue to want to support this devil, you're voting, you think, the midterms is coming up in November, you're going to be able to make a change? No. You're only adding iniquity to yourself. And if you're going to keep doing that, then you're going to die by the sword. It says, he will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. See, the Lord is going to discover your wickedness through what? Through your own media. And how else? Through the men of the Lord putting your ass on trial daily, like we doing right now. You see? You got it, brother.
And that spirit has went out in the earth, man, because again, let's not kid ourselves, right? These people didn't have the cojones, right, to tell the truth about these people, all right? But now, shit, you get on the internet, you see all type of actors coming out now, yep. Right? Terry Crews came, if I'm saying his name right, Terry something, the dude that played in Friday After Next, right? The big dude.
Yeah.
He coming out with some more talking about the people that was involved in the Epstein. All right, even the guy who we was playing in the beginning, I didn't let him get to the part, but he also brought that up. Now these so-called Iranian leaders, right, is throwing shots, right to your so-called American government, all right, by them participating in these Epstein trials. Okay, so it's like on no level are these people is given the room for Esau Edom man to brag anymore. Okay, he can't brag about financial status. He can't brag about being betterly moral. All right, and he can't brag about his decision making that he's been doing. All right, because as you can see, all right, with a decision maker like Trump, where that's going to lead you. Okay, a nigga who put the horse before the buggy. All right, but real quick, this is Jeremiah 49. All right, just to back the brother up real quick, and then we're gonna jump. Okay, it says, "For thus says the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and art thou he that should altogether go unpunished?" All right, and it's basically going to what? That the Lord's people, all right, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, we went under these curses for doing what we wanted to do and not following these statutes and commandments. What do you think these other nations are not about to get judgment either? All right, because as we read in Job, all right, they ain't in trouble like other men. All right, so again, these so-called banker families and all them, they thought that they was going to be able to run amok, all right, and never get checked in the earth, okay? But as you can see right now, the Lord had prophecy happening on these people, okay? And the big part of prophecy, and what we're stressing, okay, over and over again is what? Is that the whole white is right and they can't do no wrong. All that is going to be X'd out, yep. All right? And the man of sin is going to be revealed, okay? Because it's him who's coming out to be involved in the Epstein files and all that. And these are the same people who make the laws for your kids, okay? So just imagine how much justice coming out of this place. There is none.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
You want to say something?
Yeah. And so, like he was just saying, like, eventually judgment has to be brought forth, because the scriptures tells you that it's only so much iniquity that the Lord is going to deal with before this devil got to be put down. And we're pretty much there. Okay, we got all the scriptures that pretty much identify who the enemy is, who is causing havoc on the earth right now, right? Who continually cause good evil and evil good, right? This man got to go. Mm-hmm. He was given the earth, and his management skills are horrible. Okay, he done fucked up the food, the water. Everybody fucking confused and want to be gay and shit. All right, that's the doctrine of America, man. You see this is the only place in the world where you won't be put to death for that. Everybody else all over the earth, besides where Edomites are, that shit is a no-go, man. You see, you had it.
I got one for you real quick. Watch out.
I see him. Ooh, good looking brother.
The precept to back the brother up, all right? Because as you saying, and like we're going to keep stressing this, right? Because you people believe that the Lord is not serving you up. You believe that the Lord is not lining you up, all right? But every day that you live is a chance for you to give mercy. That doesn't mean that the Lord is not going to bring judgment on you.
Yep.
All right, but real quick, this is Job 19:29. It says, "Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishment of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment." All right, and what's the sword? Right? What is the sword? The sword is anything, anything that could be used for an instrument, right, to bring death. All right, so a fucking butter knife can be a sword. All right, a goddamn BB gun could be a sword.
Yep.
Right, a goddamn trailer tractor chasing your ass can be a sword. A car can be a sword. All right, so right now, right, the Lord is using these nations to be a sword to each other. All right, Why he's getting ready to bring his biggest sword out, which is going to be those missiles.
That's right. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned on to thee. And that's the cup of affliction. That's the cup of the curses. That's the cup of you're getting back what you have put out on the earth. The scriptures say you reap what you sow, in so many words. All right. The scriptures say every idle word that you speak out your mouth, you're gonna give account for. That's all you motherfuckers do is speak idly. Okay, that's all you do. You wake up every morning doing evil. You go to bed and dream about doing evil. That's what you are. It says. I'm gonna start from the top. Habakkuk 2 and 16 again. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned on to thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. You see? It says, for the violence of Lebanon shall cover thee, and the spoil of beasts which made them afraid.
Okay. Yeah, man, because again, what y'all have done to the Lord's people, you got to pay for. All right. And as the brother was saying, right, that cup, one of the best flavors in that cup, right? One of the strongest flavors in that cup, okay, is the cup of slavery.
Yeah.
All right. As it says in Revelation, right? He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. Okay. So not only are you guys being brought down by so-called heathens that you have had your goddamn foot on their neck, right? Not only is that coming upon you, all right, but you also have slavery, man, to look forward to.
Yep.
Okay? Right now, it's just starting with these heathen nations, all right, getting on your head, right? Telling the truth of the matter about how these goddamn devils, right, smile in your face, but to think of war behind your back. Okay, but real quick, this is Jeremiah 49, just to back that up. At verse 15, it says, for lo, I will make thee small among the heathen and despised among all men. All right, and that's what you're seeing right now. Okay, and who the ones that gave these people the green lights, man, to do this, man? All right, it was the Spirit of the Lord first and foremost coming on the prophets, man, to point these people in the right direction. All right, because let them keep using their goddamn media, they will have you think that everybody but them is the problem of the earth. Everybody but the shit that they tell you to do is the problem of the earth. When all in actuality, when you read the scriptures, right, and line up what to do and what not to do, you'll see who the real devil is. You'll see who the real adversary is. You'll see who really hate peace of life, man.
Yep. And that's pretty much in a nutshell what you see transpiring at the end of the day? You're seeing the downfall of Esau Edom being played out in real time, and all we got to do is watch, warn the people, and continue to bring these scriptures out, so he can never get no rest. He needs to be exposed every motherfucking day. Every time a video like that come out, or some other heathen is speaking out against them, it's clarification that the Lord is getting closer and closer, and destruction of America is on its way.
God. I ain't having anything else.
Yeah, that was it for me too, brother.
All right, so with that, I pray that lesson was edifying. All right, I pray it made sense. Okay, but with that, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
All right, and once again, give double honors to the elders and to the apostles of GMS. Shalom, y'all.
Shalom.